Hi, and welcome to my video on graphing absolute value by transformations. And this transformation is the reflection in the x-axis. Reflection in the x-axis. The mapping rule is x is x, but you change your y to a negative y. A little explanation. This is the x-axis. So if you take this point and reflect it in the x-axis, notice if this point is 1, 2, reflecting it in the x-axis makes the x stay the same, but the y becomes negative. So reflecting in the x-axis is changing the y value to opposite. So that means the y value is becoming negative y, absolute value of x. So you're changing the y to a negative y. And when you divide by negative 1, you get y equals the negative of the absolute value of x. So notice now the negative is on the outside. So it's the negative of these values. So the basic equation is y equals the absolute value of x. So that's 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2. So the absolute value of these numbers is 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. So let's look at the reflection. So I'm putting the reflection in the red ink. So we have x is 2. If x is 2, put 2 here. So we get the negative of 2. The absolute value of 2 is 2, so it's still negative. We're going to put a 1 in, so we get the negative of absolute value of 1. The absolute value of 1 is 1, so that's negative 1. Put a 0 in, the negative of 0. The absolute value of 0 is 0, so it's the negative 0, but there's no such thing as negative 0, just 0. And we put negative 1 in, so it's the negative 1 is going inside the absolute value. So we're doing the negative of the absolute value of negative 1 is 1, which is negative 1. We're going to do negative 2, negative of, so we're putting the negative 2 inside the absolute value. So it's the negative of, the absolute value of negative 2 is 2. The negative of 2 is negative 2. So first of all, let's graph the basic table, the basic graph, the basic equation. So 2 is 2, 1 is 1, 0, 0, negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2. So let's draw, this is the graph of the basic equation, or the parent equation. So here it is, again, memorize it. I have it memorized, I'm just showing you over and over and over. So when I draw this y equals the absolute value of x, I know it's a V shape. I know the vertex is 0, 0. I know the domain is all the x's, so x belongs to the reals. I know the range is y is greater than or equal to 0. But what about the reflecting in the x-axis? So let's graph these ordered pairs. 2, y is negative 2. When x is 2, y is negative 2. When x is 1, y is negative 1. When x is 1, y is negative 1. When x is 0, y is 0. When x is negative 1, y is negative 1. X is negative 1, y is negative 1. When x is negative 2, y is, I forgot to put the negative there, negative 2. And we'll draw that, and you can see, notice, as I draw these, illustrating, it didn't come out, but I'll do it by hand, without the ruler. Okay, notice that because they're reflecting in the x-axis, all these points up here are, are reflected down below. So the vertex of the reflection, y equals the negative absolute value of x, the vertex is still 0, 0. I'm going to mark D for domain. The domain is still x belongs to the reals. and big R for range. So y is, notice the y is less than or equal to 0. So if you take all these points up here and reflect them down here, the y values up here are greater than or equal to 0, and the y values for its reflection is y is less than or equal to 0. And again, showing the reflection that's in the x-axis. And if you like my video, click the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content that's on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.